I was already training new pilots to work the AO. And one of the guys that I trained, McIntosh, had taken 50 fire out by LZ Jamie. So we came back in, refueled, and I had requested before we got there that they put in Arty and have fast movers come in, and we would follow in as the dust was settling, where their heads were still down. The Arty was in and the fast movers long before we got there. So they had already reset up. We're looking for these guys, and the next thing I know, I said, "Oh no!" And I was slammed against and twisted against the bird in my seat, and thought I was dead. And when it hit me through my right leg, my right arm and elbow, and then hit my chicken plate and went down and followed my pelvis around and went out the back of went out my back about that far from my spine, and went through the armor plating of the back of my seat and blew a hole in the bulkhead about that big. When I figured out that I wasn't dead, I slapped the cyclic up. And so I go through saying my prayers and everything, and I take my hands off the controls. I go, "You've got it." Take my hands off the controls and light a cigarette. And when you say "you've got it," the person in the other seat who has controls is supposed to take over the controls. So I'm just smoking the cigarette, and the bird's going to stay in trib for a while. I mean, it's not any big thing. I can't move either right leg or right arm. And then we gained altitude, and we were still flying above the treetops at that point when we got out of there. Lloyd says, he's in the back, he later said, he says, "We were all over that sky." He says, I said, "Lloyd," I said, "I didn't care. I mean, it's a wide highway. We could go right, left, up, but not down." We come across the perimeter wire, and I was going to go right to the ground. No hover, just set it right to the ground. I pulled it all the way over to the left and back and dumped all that lift. And we went up a little bit and came back down, but the one skid stayed on the ground. Guys came out and got me out of the bird. They started shooting me up with morphine just in time.